The giant terror bird was dead. The tribe had more food than ever before. Children who had been starving just days ago were finally smiling. Everyone thought our problems were over. They were wrong. Because the next threat wasn't a monster. It wasn't hunger. It wasn't winter. It was our own tribe. And before sunset, I would be forced to fight the strongest man in the valley. The morning after the terror bird hunt felt different. For the first time since arriving in this strange world, I woke up without hearing hungry children crying. The smell of roasting fish filled the air. Outside the cave, people were already working. Some repaired baskets, others prepared drying racks. Several children proudly carried fish they had caught themselves. The tribe was changing fast. The elder noticed it too. Food had transformed the tribe's mood overnight. People walked with more energy. Hunters spoke with confidence. Even the women laughed more often. But prosperity creates new questions. Who should lead? The old chief was dead. The terror bird had killed him. And now the tribe needed someone to take his place. Near midday, everyone gathered in the clearing. The elder stepped forward. He raised both hands and silence spread through the crowd. Soon 2 men stepped into the center. Both were massive. Both were experienced hunters. Both wanted power. The tribe's tradition was simple. The strongest warrior became leader. No speeches, no voting, only strength. The first fight began immediately. The larger man won. The second challenger lasted less than a minute. One by one, the strongest hunters competed. Eventually, only one remained. Derek, the tribe's greatest warrior. He stood nearly a head taller than everyone else. His shoulders were enormous. His arms looked like tree branches. Several children whispered nervously whenever he walked past. Even the hunters respected him. Derek stepped into the center and beat his chest proudly. The crowd cheered. Everyone expected him to become chief. Everyone except me. I watched silently. Strength alone wasn't enough. A leader needed intelligence, planning, organization. Without those things, the tribe would never advance. The elder looked toward me. For a moment, neither of us spoke. Then I stepped out forward. The crowd gasped. Several hunters laughed. A child challenging Derek? It sounded ridiculous. Derek grinned. He clearly thought the same thing. The giant warrior walked toward me confidently. His expression said everything. This would be easy. The elder signaled the start. Derek charged immediately. Fast, powerful, exactly what I expected. Instead of meeting strength with strength, I used something this world lacked. Technique. At the last second, I stepped aside. Derek missed. His momentum carried him forward. Before he could recover, my knee slammed into his jaw. The impact echoed across the clearing. Derek collapsed. The crowd froze. Nobody moved. Nobody spoke. They couldn't believe what they had seen. The strongest warrior in the tribe had fallen in seconds. Even I was surprised. Derek was tougher than I expected. Moments later, he pushed himself back up. Blood dripped from his mouth. His eyes burned with anger. This time he attacked carefully. No wild charge, no recklessness. But that didn't matter. Every movement was predictable. Every attack had openings. Within seconds, I moved behind him. A quick strike to the knee, a twist of his fingers, a shift in balance. The giant warrior crashed face first into the dirt. Then came the screams, not from Derek, from the crowd. The children erupted first. The women followed. Soon everyone was cheering. The impossible had happened. A smaller fighter had defeated the strongest man in the tribe. Twice, Derek finally raised a hand, a gesture of surrender. The fight was over. The elder approached slowly. For several seconds, he simply stared at me. Then he placed his hand on my shoulder. The tribe understood immediately. A new leader had been chosen. That night, nobody slept early. The celebration continued for hours. But while everyone celebrated, I planned. Food was no longer our biggest problem. Storage was. Fish spoiled quickly. Meat spoiled quickly. Without preservation, abundance would become waste. The next morning, I assigned jobs. Some people looked confused. The tribe had never been organized before. Hunters hunted. Gatherers gathered. That was all. Now everyone had specific tasks. Children collected food. Women carried materials. Hunters helped build drying racks. For the first time, the tribe worked as one unit, not as individuals. The results appeared immediately. Food collection doubled, then tripled. The elder watched everything carefully. The more he observed, the more impressed he became. A single leader organizing 50 people was stronger than 50 people acting alone. A few days later, another opportunity appeared. Near the river, I discovered clay. At first, nobody cared. To the tribe, it was just mud. To me, it was the future. I began digging immediately. Children gathered around. They always did. I suppose curiosity is universal. Soon I started shaping bowls. Simple bowls. Ugly bowls, but functional. The tribe stared. Nobody understood. Why spend hours making something from dirt? I ignored them. Some inventions only make sense after they succeed. By evening, I had created several bowls and jars. Now came the difficult part, firing them. Without proper kilns, most would crack. Still, I had to try. The next day, I built a primitive kiln. It took nearly the entire afternoon. 3 levels, fire below, clay above. Simple, but effective. As flames rose, the entire tribe gathered around. Everyone watched. Nobody blinked. It felt less like pottery and more like magic. Hours passed. Smoke filled the air. The clay slowly changed color. I wasn't sure whether to feel excited or terrified. If this failed, days of work would be wasted. Finally, the fire died, the kiln cooled, morning arrived. The entire tribe followed me. Even Derek came. The former challenger folded his arms and watched silently. My heart pounded. Slowly, I opened the kiln. For a moment, nobody spoke. Then the elder gasped. The bowls survived. Not all of them, but enough. Smooth red pottery emerged from the ashes. Water containers, storage containers, cooking containers. The future. The tribe touched them carefully, almost reverently. They had never seen anything like them before. For them, this wasn't pottery, it was treasure. And that was when a dangerous thought entered my mind. If these were valuable to us, they would be valuable to other tribes too. Trade, salt, tools, new people, knowledge. Possibilities exploded inside my head. The valley suddenly felt much larger, much richer, much more connected. But opportunities attract danger. 3 days later, while planning our first trade expedition, a young scout came running from the forest. His face was pale, his breathing was frantic. The moment I saw him, I knew something was wrong, very wrong. He pointed toward the western mountains. Then he spoke. The elder's expression immediately changed. The old man's eyes widened. The hunters fell silent. A large group of strangers had entered the valley, and they were heading directly toward us. At first, I thought they were traders. I couldn't have been more wrong, because when the strangers finally appeared, they weren't carrying gifts. They were carrying weapons. And their leader wanted something far more valuable than food. He wanted our tribe.